What do you picture when you think of the perfect traditional meal in Hong Kong? Dim sum? Perhaps street food favourites like Three Treasures and fish balls? How about a bowl of gloopy noodle soup that closely resembles vomit? In this episode, we're on a mission to check out an endangered neighbourhood institution with a penchant for glutinous grub that some say is on the grotesque side. Along the way, we'll chat with the longtime manager and learn some of the story behind what is certainly among the most atmospheric, old-fashioned food spots we've ever had the pleasure of dining in. All this and more coming right up on Sam Eats It. Hey guys, thank you for joining me for another episode of Sam Eats It. Today we're in Tsim Sha Tsui, where we are about to check out the home of Hong Kong's famed vomit noodles, Star Cafe. This place has been a neighbourhood favourite since the 1960s, and they became well known for serving up their blend of egg and tomato noodles, which is widely regarded to look like a bowl of puke. While the appearance of the noodles might not be the most appetizing thing in the world, apparently the flavor is top notch. However, the sad thing is that the building that the restaurant's in, where we are now, Champagne Court, was recently bought up by a major land developer, and it's destined, unfortunately, for demolition. And that means that it's only a matter of time before this place disappears for good. So with that being said, let's head on down to the basement of this old building where the restaurant is located and dig into some of these legendary noodles. I'm hungry, but I do wonder whether I still will be when I see the food. Let's find out. Fair warning, this restaurant isn't the easiest to find, but after making our way down a staircase in the corner of the building and along a dingy corridor, we at last arrived at Star Cafe. Entering this place immediately transports one back in time about half a century, with the faded Coca-Cola signs, the stained beige walls, and the constant chatter of the television in the background, taking you somehow to a much simpler time. The place has a truly unique retro vibe to it that is heartwarmingly nostalgic like few other spots in the city. But enough about the ambience, let's see if the food was worth the search for this place. So we've just been served up with this place's specialty, the tomato and egg noodles. You can either have them with noodles or macaroni, as we've opted for. We've also got two drinks that I've never seen in Cha Cha Ten. They're quite exotic, really. We've got Ribena and lemon. Takes me right back to England. I hadn't seen Ribena since I was in England as a kid. And then we've got coffee and red bean, which I am so curious to try. But first thing is first, let's dig into these noodles. It smells delicious, but yeah, in answer to the question that I'm sure is on your mind, it does look an awful lot like a bowl of spew. Let's have a taste of this and see how it is. Oh my, that is so lovely. That's the word for this. It tastes like nothing I've ever eaten at a Cha Cha Teng before, but yet somehow so familiar. You've got the macaroni, which is, that's a staple of my childhood, I'm sure a lot of people's. And then the tomato and egg. It reminds me of Chinese home cooking, honestly. My missus has made me tomato and egg, which is a Chinese home staple many a time, and it's got that warm, comforting, kind of reassuring taste to it, and it makes you think that everything is going to be okay. Let's try another little bit of this. Yummy, really good. I could eat this all day, I'm not even lying. Let's try the drinks. So now I'm going to try the Ribena and lemon, and let's see how it tastes. Unbelievably refreshing. With the noodles, they have a pretty pronounced stodge to them. It's quite a stodgy filling meal, and this is just nice, refreshing, light, and the little lemony zest kind of cuts through it all, which is a nice little interplay. Must say that I appreciate that. Let's move on to the red bean and coffee. And I'll be honest with you, I have absolutely zero idea how this is going to taste. So I think that you've got to stir it to kind of get the red beans coursing throughout the coffee and release some of that flavour. Okay, that should do it. Let's give it a try. Okay, I think I've got a bit of red bean stuck here. Okay, there we go. Take two. Let's try this. That's good. It's good. It's coffee, but the red bean gives it a bit of sweetness, and it's coming up through your straw. All that texture. So I just love kind of get a little bit of chewiness with your coffee, which is never a bad thing, right? As well as the specialty, they also do plenty of other stuff here. This one that we've got is also tomato and egg based, but it takes a little bit of a different form. This is tomato soup with scrambled egg and sausages on top of noodles. Now, if that's not feel-good food, I don't know what is. It looks delicious. I'm stuffed. What a meal that was. So good. So nostalgic. I feel all warm and fuzzy after that. So before we head off, we have been lucky enough to get the okay from Mr. Lam, who's sat over there right now. He's the manager of this place, and he's been so for many years. He's agreed to talk to us about this place's journey, its story, the unique dishes that these guys do here, and his hopes for the future. So let's go and chat with him.
我自己姓林，咁係呢間星座冰室嘅負責人。我差唔多第四代㗎，第四代喺呢度。咁我哋呢度個冰室歷史亦都係50幾年，即係1960幾年，我哋第一批人做第一次攞牌就係1966年。香品大廈係算係喺尖沙咀係一笪比較歷史悠久嘅地方。當年咧呢度係即係1960幾年或者70年代、80年代甚至90年代呢度香品大廈都係好繁榮、好繁華嘅。咁喺呢個歷史嗰個演變到我哋呢度比較特別啲，就係一個比較有歷史嘅、比較特別同埋比較隱蔽嘅地方。原本我哋就係一個番茄湯主打，咁近呢幾年啲人就反而中意番茄蛋呢個配搭，咁一路演變出嚟，不斷發展咁樣，即係越嚟越受歡迎咯，可以話。我哋呢個轉變就係啲客人提議我哋啦，一路受歡迎，一路演變落去。譬如可以加啲番茄落去啊，嗰個番茄湯啊，或者加啲牛肉啊，加啲雞絲啊咁樣，一路演變落嚟就變成咗呢個今日呢個番茄蛋麵。而家即係疫情中間，我哋都會受影響嘅。我諗而家大概一日用100零個番茄到啦，蛋係用50隻蛋到啦，差唔多。如果係疫情前，我哋睇下先，我要計係50。我諗用到300個番茄到，同埋用到130到150隻蛋到一日。希望啦。你知而家好多即係個環境啊，好多種因素㗎啦。咁發展商暫時都仲未通知我哋，時間我哋做，你一定做。咁即係譬如話，他朝一日佢話stop 啦，你哋唔可以做啦。咁我哋都會嘗試下揾下睇下有冇尖沙咀其他適合嘅地方。不過我諗而家都好少，即係好少有啲咁樣嘅格局。好少有啲咁嘅地方出現，因為我哋香品大廈出名有多巷仔同埋4通8達嘅嘛，即係好少咁有特色咯嘅一個地方。咁 一路不過即係呢間餐廳有50幾年歷史啊，一路維持咁，一路維持住咁落去咯，隨住香檳大廈咁樣，係咯，直到有結束嘅一路為止，係。
And that's it for this episode. We hope you enjoyed experiencing Star Cafe with us. And next time you're in this neighbourhood, we highly recommend coming to try it for yourself before it's too late. As always, don't forget to like, subscribe and share this video with all your foodie friends, and we'll see you again soon on Sam Eats It. Take care and stay hungry.